You're watching Metallica Mania. Well, I'm in another ranking this week, and it was a bitch to do because my time is pretty much tight on a really tight schedule. And one time when I was doing my schooling, the schoolwork that I was doing this week, which I ended up finishing, um, I was listening to Marduk, and I thought that would be a fun ranking. And pretty controversial because of the shit that people say about him. So fuck it, I'll do it. Marduk. Um, 14 studio albums. If you know this channel, you know that sometimes there's ties, and there's a major tie on this list that I couldn't decide between two albums with two different vocalists. So, um, and by the way, I have every single studio album from Marduk. Um, I cheated and bought a whole bunch. I cheated and bought them online. I did not find them in record stores. I did find a couple in record stores, but let's get into it. At number 13, they have 14 tie, so two get placed in the same spot. Le Grand Dance Macabre, the 2001 release from Marduk. To say, um, this album just really is almost, it's boring. Let's just be honest. This album to me is pretty boring. I don't really like anything on it other than Jesus Christ Sodomized, the last song. The last song, um, that's another one that's pretty good. Funeral Bitch, those are like my two favorite songs off there, and I can listen to the rest of the record, but it's just like, it's boring and I never go back to it. So, number 13, Le Grand Dance Macabre. Number 12, Wormwood, one of their newest ones. And that other one got 8 out of 10. This one is 8.5 out of 10, and I'll tell you guys why. Same thing with this one, but this one has a little more oomph behind it with enclosing the curse and into utter no, enclosing the curse is not that is an okay song. Into Utter Madness is a fantastic song, and it goes with the absolute blasting that this band usually does with the guitars and just the vocals. Phosphorus Redeemer as well does that. War Crown, Course of Cracking Necks, that one's fun. Yeah, this album's kind of along the lines of the one that I just mentioned, the one that's number 13. It's not up to where it's not one that I'd probably go back to. Number 11 is another one with Martis, I think it is, on vocals. Serpent Sermon, 2012. Same thing with this one, but this one's a little bit better. Serpent Sermon's kind of like a boring song, in my opinion. Into Second Death is kind of like iffy as well for me. Messianic Pestilence, that song is fucking killer. And so is Souls for Belial. That song is good as well. More of a slower approach. Temple of Decay, Gospel of the Worm, Damnation's Gold, I think it's called. It's hard to read these songs on the back of the album because they have weird fonts. So bear with me. Serpent Sermon gets a 9.1 out of 10. And it is the last one that isn't, in my opinion, perfect. Perfect for stuff they couldn't change. Number 10, Nightwing. This one is probably going to be one that kind of ticks people off, but yeah, I just see a whole lot better stuff. They've done a whole lot better stuff. This one is 10 out of 10. I do think it's like perfect and they can't really change anything about it, but yeah, there's just some weird stuff the Vlad the Impaler side is kind of, it's not as good as the first half. That's why it's not rip rating. That's why I missed out on the rip rating. Songs like "Slay the Nazarene," holy shit, like that. That's just giving you a precursor to what's to come with Panzer Division. Seriously, "Dreams of Blood and Iron," Dracoida, I think it's called. Yeah, just fucking crazy tracks on this album. Same thing. Yeah, that's all I get to say about this one too. I'm kind of going fast on these like bottom ones. It's kind of like, okay, listen to them, it's fine. Number 9, Dark Endless, their debut, which is a death metal album. It's not a black metal record. Still fucking dead, there's no peace. The sun turns black as night. Within the abyss, the funeral seemed to be endless. Departure from the mortals, the black, dark, endless, and Holy Inquisition. Holy Inquisition is my favorite on this album. This album kind of is the. It's not what I'd expect from Marduk. It's not something I like when I think of Marduk. I'd go back to. That's why it's not getting a rip rating, because it's something that it's good. I can listen to it and enjoy the whole thing, like front to back. But the thing is, when I go to Marduk, I want absolute fucking madness. Just explain it like that. I just want absolute fucking madness with black metal, not slow death metal that this record has. So yeah, that's what I think of Dark Endless. Number 8, Opus Nocturne. Their I think 1994 album. I think that's 1994. It says what yeah, let's say about this. It's when they were in the classic black metal phase, where they kind of sounded like the other bands in the scene at the time. Yeah, I can't really remember anything from this. It's kind of weird. I remember it being very fast and heavy, but it was on the lines with like those of the Unlight, but not as good. It's along the lines of those of the Unlight, but just not as good. Let's see if I can remember anything from this. The Wolves Part 2, that's a good one. Sulphur Souls, Subterranean Throne, Profound. Man, the rest of the tracks are just good. It's just a good progression. I don't really remember this for like the tracks in general. I remember it for like the actual, like, just all the way through. Number 7, World Funeral. Listened to this album over 100 times. It used to be my favorite, but it's moved down with Satan and Victoria. And another thing with this album, what the fuck is the production on this? What the fuck? The fucking guitars sound like chainsaws. Like, seriously, chainsaws. It's ear grating, it hurts, but it's fucking good. I mean, it's got stuff like with Satan and Victorious Weapons, Bleach Bones, Cloven Hoof, World Funeral, to the Death Head True, Castium Dolores, Hearse, Night of the Long Knives. That one's my favorite on there, Night of the Long Knives. That goes back to World War II. Again, there's some stuff on here that is referencing to World War II, which they've gotten a lot of hate for. Bloodletting, Blessed and Holy, Black Crown, then Phantasm. Phantasm's a cover. I don't rank these on covers though. So yeah, what I got to say about this album is it's got that insane guitar tone that I fucking love that guitar tone on this album. It's just, there's other albums that are better, and these other albums up above it are 10 times better than this one. Hopefully this video is not fucking trash, because I'm kind of stumbling. I can admit that myself. Yeah, songs like Bloodletting. Definitely listen to Satan and Victorious Weapons and Bleach Bones as well. Those are some fucking good songs. It's the last one with, who was it? The vocalist that was on Heaven Shall Burn all the way to this album. It's the last one with him on the vocals. It's a good album though. Number 6, usually people's least favorite, Victoria. Here's why this one is not my least favorite. Yeah, the production quality is too fucking clean. I can admit that one. The production quality is way too fucking clean. It'd be 10 times better if the production quality was up to par with like Panzer Division or something like that. This one would be a Panzer Division if the production quality was there. Like if it wasn't as clean and polished as it is. Yeah, it's got great songs like Werewolf, June 44, Equestria Bloodlust, Tiger. Tiger's my favorite, by the way, on this one. Narba, the last Fallen, Victoria. That title track is fucking great. The Devil's Song and Silent Night. This album is more of a melodic approach, something that kind of reminds me of those of the Unlight a little bit. That's to get to. And it just starts off with a good song, Werewolf. Werewolf is fucking awesome starting out. Let's go to number 5. I'm rushing through these pretty quickly. I don't want this to be a long ass video. Front Schwein. Number 5. This one's probably too low for most people, but yeah, I think it has some of the same problems as Victoria with production quality being too clean, where the blasts don't hit as hard as you would want them to hit. With it like being that fuzz that's in the tone as well, that's just not there. And I think it could be it would have been a lot better. French Wine, Africa, Blonde Beast, Worthland, Rope of Regret, Between the Wolf Packs, Noble Warfare, Cauldron of Blood, Doomsday Elite, 503, and Thousandfold Death. Fucking awesome tracks all the way front to back. Can listen to this album anytime that I want to. It has no drawbacks other than the production quality is too clean, but I can kind of ignore that for this album for being... It's World War II themed, just like Victoria. Again, a completely World War II themed album. No wonder why they get hate, because World War II offends everybody. Let's just get off that subject, because I don't want to get fucking canceled over that. I don't give it. I really don't fucking care. Seriously. Yeah, Between the Wolf Pack is fucking great too. All those songs are good. There's not really any bad songs on there. Number 4, here's one that I want to talk about heavily. Rom 512. Through the Belly of Damnation. That is by far the fastest fucking tempo I've ever seen on a fucking song. Like, go listen to that track right now. Click off this video, go listen to that track. Through the Belly of Damnation off this album. Holy shit. The drums are the drums are fucking quick, and the vocals are fucking quick, and everything. The guitars are fucking quick. It just this song will just rip you apart. Seriously. It starts off with the Leveling Dust, which is a fucking amazing track. Cold Mouth, A Prayer, 1651, Limbs of Worship, Accuser, Opposer, Vanity of Iniquities, Womb of Perishableness, and Voices from... I don't even know how to say that. But this album has so... what is it, variety of slow and fast and slow and fast, and it gives you those, it gives you the Marduk blast that you want, but it also gives you like the slow, doomy, disgusting ones as well. And this album would be a lot higher if the other albums up above this wasn't so just beyond perfect. This album in itself is beyond perfect too, and I enjoy this one heavily. This is round 512 I always go back to. It's like one of the ones I always go back to. Number 3 is where the tie comes in, and that is Heaven Shall Burn and Those of the Unlight. I couldn't decide between these two. For some reason, these two kind of fall in the same place. Summon in the Darkness, Beyond the Grace of this Heaven Shall Burn. I'm listening. Infernal, Eternal, Glorification of the Black God. It's a fucking great song. Darkness Shall Be, the Black Tormentor of Satan, Jekyll, and Legion. The first one, I can't even remember his name. Fuck. I can't remember his name, but it's their album with their vocalist that was on Panzer Division. The first album with him on vocals, and holy shit, I fucking love it. It's better than Nightwing though. Like Nightwing was kind of like, I like Nightwing, but it's just not as good. Yeah, holy shit. That's all I gotta say about this one. I'm kind of like stumbling upon like what I have to say. I'm forgetting shit. Those are the Unlight. Let's talk about this one. I gotta talk about this album heavily. Darkness Breeds Immortality. Those of the Unlight. Wolves. Holy fucking shit. There's a solo on there. In the darkest wings, burn my coffin, a scripture in the night, echoes from the past, and stone stands its silent vigil. There's fucking solos on this album, and black metal solos are kind of fucking rare, so you gotta understand that. Yeah, I'm gonna put it a little bit high because the solos are hard to find on black metal. It's also a more melodic approach. It's their second album. They just came off of Dark Endless, the death metal record, and what an awesome black metal album to start out with. So number 2, Plague Angel. You already know what number 1 is, and of course it is. I've been referencing it the whole fucking video. You should have known it at the start of the video that I was gonna put the you know what album at the number 1. This one almost is almost as good. Just to say that the Hangman of Prague, Throne of Rats, fucking awesome track. 7 Angels, 7 Trumpets, Lace Emblem, Steel Inferno, fucking great song. Perish in Flames, Holy Blood, Holy Grail. I don't even know how. Warshaw, I think it is. Death March, Everything Bleeds, and Blood Ache, I think it is. Holy shit, this album is just it blasts all the way fucking through. It's just like the Panzer Division album. It's the first one with Mortis on the vocals, and they haven't done one with Mortis that is as good as this one, and they probably never will. Let's just say the first 2 albums are like, okay, they're never going to be topped. Yeah, I have really kind of like, okay, this album blasts all the way through. The guitars are good and everything's good. It's a fucking overly fast and aggressive Marduk album. Can't really say much more about this. Panzer Division, of course. At number 1, Panzer Division. This is the album that kind of got them hate when they brought it out. They get accused of being Nazis because they named their fucking album Panzer Division. And they have stuff like Baptism by Fire, Christ Raping Black Metal. That's another great one. Scorched Earth. My favorite on the album is Scorched Earth, Beast of Prey, Blood Dawn, 502, and Fist fucking God's Planet. And who could forget the title track? I remember, like, I was on the forums one day and someone was like, "Oh, you have to go listen to Marduk. Start with Panzer Division." Put it on. I was like, just expecting the common shit because I was listening to like Mayhem and stuff like that before that. And when I went on and listened to Panzer Division for the first time, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, I've never heard anything this fucking fast. I've listened to shit like Cannibal Corpse before, and I've never fucking heard this type of shit before. I still haven't. This is still probably the fastest album ever. And just the sounds of World War, like they actually put World War II sounds into the record. I'm pretty sure because it does sound like there's fucking war shit going on, like planes diving down and shit blowing up and fucking hell. It's fucking nuts. Like Marduk is, their albums are fucking nuts sometimes. So that's how we rank Marduk. Hope you guys liked it. Hopefully you didn't mind my thinking and trying to, because I usually do these videos without a script. Sometimes I get kind of lost, and it's kind of like, okay, doing this late at night on a tight schedule and can't really take a whole lot of time planning these videos out anymore. So quality might drop. Hopefully you guys will not hate me for it. Videos might be slow the next coming week because I will be kind of getting ahead in school now. I'll be trying to eliminate some stuff even before I get it. So I'll be like, okay, I'll do this and do this and do this and do this and read ahead and do that. So I'm planning on doing that. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Just like the video if you fucking hated my stop and start like crazy in this video. I know I did that a lot. No, I stood there and thought about shit, but you can't really help it when you lose your train of thought. It's like fuck. So sub to my Instagram. Follow my TikTok. That's the same as my Instagram, which is Metallica_mania. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys liked it.